Good morning again. It's a Monday, and so Bob and I have a very busy day in real estate today, so I am going to quickly put something in the crock pot so that dinner will be ready for us tonight after we get through with our very busy day. So I am making chicken pot pie in the crock pot, and normally chicken pot pie is pretty high in calories, so I'm trying to do this a little bit more dietetic. So in the crock pot it won't have a crust like a normal pie, but it'll still have that nice wonderful flavor of chicken pot pie. So it's very easy. I'm just going to start dumping stuff in here, and I'll show you what I'm doing. First, I'm going to take a can of creamed corn, put that in there. That just helps make it have a thick sauce to it. And then I've drained a can of green beans, cut green beans, and a can of sweet peas. You could use frozen. If you have frozen, whatever you have on hand is fine. I've already drained them in here, so I'm just going to dump them right in the crock pot. And I've chopped up an onion already, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried basil, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt as well, and brown pepper. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon. And then I've got my chicken here. This is just a pack of chicken. I'm just going to take one of these breasts out and chop it into tiny pieces. These other two I'm going to put in my food saver, seal them up, and put them in the freezer. So after I chop up the chicken, I've peeled some carrots. So I've got 4 carrots here. I'm going to chop those up as well. And then I've taken 3 red potatoes, peeled them, and going to chop those up and put them in too. So let me get all that chopped up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, and I've got all those, that's hot. The chicken and the potatoes and carrots are all chopped up and in the crock pot. Let me get you a little closer so you can see it good. They're all down in there, and just got to stir these vegetables in, get it all mixed up good. And now I'm going to add the secret ingredient, at least that's what I call it. Goodness gracious, got you all crooked. Is some turkey gravy. Just going to pour turkey gravy right over the top of all of it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water just to get it all covered. Hold on, let me grab some water. Going to add just enough water where I can stir it good. It looks good even though it's all raw right now. So it's about a half a jar of water that I've added in with it, just to thin that gravy out a little bit. And let this cook. All right, let me let you see it one more time. Now you can see that kind of looks like chicken pot pie already, doesn't it? So I'll get back with you later this afternoon after we get back home. I've got it set for on high, and I'm just going to cover it and let it cook all afternoon. And I'll be back later today. I'll check on it. And if it's done, I'll get back with you. All right, bye-bye. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just walked in the house and I'm telling you what, it smells wonderful in here. Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it. It's just, oh, it's divine. Anyhow, the ingredients are all done. They're very tender. I stuck a fork in them and they're very tender. And I just want you to see down in here really good so you can see. And you see there's a lot of juice and it's a little bit thin, so I'm going to thicken this juice up, and I wanted to show y'all how to do that. So hold on here. Get you straight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm taking a couple of 2 or 3 tablespoons, it was 2 heaping tablespoons actually, of flour. And I'm just going to add a little water in with this and stir it. Get all the lumps out, make it smooth. That noise you hear in the background, that's a little cup of tea I've got brewing over in our new coffee maker that has a single brew section, and I make a cup of tea in the afternoons. It's really good, refreshing. All right, so I've got pretty much all the lumps out of that. You can see it's pretty smooth looking. So I'm going to stir this in, right in here, like this. And that flour, as it cooks up, it is a thickening agent, so it will just thicken this sauce right up, so it's more of the consistency like would be inside of a chicken pot pie. Just a nice thick gravy. And you can see how it's already gotten thicker. At least I think you can see that. It's definitely thicker for stirring now. So yeah, that's a much thicker gravy than it was. So, yum, yum. Anyhow, when you make this, if you ever want it to be thicker than this, you just add more flour and more water to it and just let it keep bubbling along until it gets as thick as you want it. What I'm going to do probably, especially for Bob, is I'm going to bake some biscuits, split the biscuit open and pour the, dip the chicken pot pie ingredients over it, and then put another top of the biscuit back on it, so that way it'll look like, it'll feel like, rather, like he's really eating chicken pot pie. So anyhow, just want to let you know, and hopefully my biscuits will turn out good, and I'll post that video as well. Thanks, bye-bye.